Good morning, good morning. Hello, happy peas. Good morning to you. Who do we have on here today? Oh my gosh, I forgot to put you up on the screen, on the big screen. Hi, Kathy Hand, Brandy Cherry. Good to see you this morning. Deirdre. Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Thursday. It is Thankful Thursday, and you know what that means. Share gratitude today. Whatever's on your heart that you say, oh, just so thankful for that, then share it. All right, first, let's do the heart brain. Hand on your heart center. Slow down the breathing. Breathe it deeply into your lungs and imagine that it's flowing from your lungs right into that beautiful heart of yours, right to the very core of who you are. And then exhale that. We're going to do it again. This time, we're going to listen to Marietta and we're going to put a smile on our face as we take that breath in. So inhale, hold it, and exhale. Wow, that feels good. And now this third one, we're going to add in a heart hug. Who are you heart hugging today? I'm sending one out to all of you, and especially one to Sue Seekoff out in Colorado. Thank you, Sue, for coming on our morning show with us, Peas, and loving on us and sharing with us what's going on Enlightened World. Love you so very much. So big heart hugs all around. I feel somebody hugging me, and boy, that feels good. All right, we got lots of peeps coming in here. Annie 7. Hi, Annie. Hi, Grayson. Hi, Lynn Marie. Thank you for being here on a Thursday. Catherine Kovacs. Oh, darling, I hope you're doing well, and give us an update on your mom if you would. Auntie Jean. Any Mickey Mouse clubbers out there? Thursday was special guest day. Well, I don't know. Any day here can be a special guest day. If you want to come in here with me, I would be so happy to have the company. And Charlie Coons, good morning to you. Sally and Tony, hey. Oh, Brandy, I knew somebody was giving me a big old bear hug, warm hug. I love it. And Kathy's thankful for her son, Colin, who will be turning 29 this Saturday. Oh, happy birthday, Colin. Hope Wellington Marshall, hello to you, to Zena, to the girls. And she's giving a big hug to Linda Lemieux. I don't know if Linda's on yet, but yes. Let's send out some love to our Linda and call her in here. Good morning, Sherry. Oh, I got a hug from Sally. No wonder I feel so good. Thank you all for hugging me. And Kathy says at one point she didn't think Colin would make it past 27. Well, he didn't join the 27 club, did he? I'm so glad he didn't, and that you have him to enjoy. And I know that you are. I know he's doing well right now, and we keep lifting him up every day for things to get better and better with each moment that he lives. So cheers, everybody, to a thankful Thursday. And go ahead and share that gratitude. Share whatever it is that you're so grateful for. You know, I'm grateful for Magi. This morning, she was such a sweetheart. I don't think she felt real well yesterday. She didn't eat until sometime late last night. I saw that she had eaten her food, but I think she might have had a little tummy upset yesterday. And she slept snuggled up against me in the bed last night. And then when I woke up, normally I don't want to be bothered. I just want to get up out of the bed and go to the bathroom and wash my face. And this morning she looked at me and I said good morning to her, and all of a sudden I have a face full of dog, and I was loving on her, hugging on her, giving her a heart hug, and we spent some moments just laying there on the bed, just fully embracing unconditional love. And that felt so good. It was such a great way to start my day. And Catherine's update is that her mom is hanging in there. She's receiving home care. She's up and walking around, doing really well under her circumstances. I'm going to need prayers. I have a bad ear infection in my ear. And thank you for keeping me and my mom in your prayers. Oh, you're so welcome, darling. Yes, let's keep your mom in our prayers and just see her getting stronger so that you can spend some quality time with her. All right. Anybody else have some gratitude? This is some great gratitude this morning. And Sally, how are you doing? Do we have some celebration of you being stronger? I think we do. It feels like we do. Okay. Who don't we have? Let's call in our missing peas. Where is our Andrea Gregg? I have to always go looking for her. Unless she comes in right away, then I don't see her, and I miss our Andrea when she's not on here. And the reason, I love all of you, but oh my gosh, that girl lights up a room. So when she comes in with us, it's all of a sudden sunshine. And I haven't seen her say anything, so I don't know if she's watching, and not communicating, or if she's just not here. Sally says, today I'm grateful for smiles, the absolute one thing I love to share with others. Well, I'll share something with you guys. See if I can get it to where you can see it. Smile. That's my message for the day. And as I go out and about into the world, that's what people are going to see from me is a smile, both on my face and on my shirt. I love shirts with a message, and I love especially uplifting messages. Oh, Kathy, you know it is. It's comforting to have puppy love in the morning before anything else happens. Just getting that pure, unconditional love. And I'm thinking I might have to sneeze, so if I do, excuse me. Brookie, good morning. And yes, we'll send Catherine some healing for that ear issue that she's got going on. Joanne Castrillo, good morning. Grateful that my daughter has concentrated on self-care throughout this year. Today is her 33rd birthday. Happy birthday, Jackie. Oh, I'm so happy. I hope that's a good celebration with her. And Brookie's grateful for coffee. Ooh, I will toast to that. Coffee, coffee, coffee. And Brandy's grateful for the home they found. Me too. I'm so glad you found that. Blue Jean. Here we go. Good morning, good morning. And I'm grateful Dave took the girls out for their walk this morning. I'm lounging about. How sweet. I've had little Magi out there this morning, and she didn't like it too much because it really rained here last night. I was up, I think it was around maybe midnight, a little after midnight. I was writing the blog, and I heard a noise, and I listened, and it was this really heavy rainfall that was coming in. Blue says, I read Blue. Auntie Jean says, Catherine, I'm so happy for your mom. I'll put you in the grid and pray for your ears. Thank you, Kathy. This is one of my favorite shirts right now. And I wish I could find another one. I'd send it to our Marietta. It's Joanne's daughter's birthday today, Catherine. And Kathy says, my shirt says, thankful, blessed, and a bit of a mess. I like that too. And he is thankful for my sons and our health and having a home and all the beautiful blessings in my life. Wonderful. Sally's giving an update. Today I have some good reports. As you would expect, I've been working with Tony and massage therapy to keep me going. and she's got me pretty much pain-free. That's a big yay. She's releasing knots that have been there since about one of the, I don't know what that means. Um, Something that I've had in the past 2 years. She's releasing the knots, and that's releasing my body. However, I still have the obscene amount of tingling going on throughout my body. My legs feel like they're soaking in Lake Michigan right now in frozen water, but all in all, I'm grateful for the advances forward that we're making. I'm also grateful for her not giving up on me, even though my many earlier meltdowns. Well, that's what love's all about, isn't it? We don't give up. Never, ever, ever give up on our loved ones. Um, and Sally had an ice storm last night, so all the schools are closed around us, and it's freezing. Well, we've got rain, but it's not cold. It's 55, which is a really good temperature here. Charlie's grateful for being here on this precious planet Earth. I love that. Oh, it was at 8 Falls. I was wondering what that word was, Sally. Oh, Kathleen, good morning. All right, you guys. Well, oh my gosh, I'm just so grateful. Grateful for all of you in my life. I'm working hard on Midnight Calls, Sunlight for the Soul, and I'm right now going through just a really good combing through it for spelling and whatever grammar issues there are there. And again, thankful for Brandy for your help, Brandy. And I have another project for you if you want it. I love that Brandy is so willing to help out. So, what did those angels say last night? Fear is not your enemy. Somebody get Andrea in here, or maybe she'll listen to the replay. Fear is not your enemy. I've been absolutely terrified every moment of my life, and I've never let it keep me from doing a single thing that I wanted to do. That's a quote from Georgia O'Keeffe. If you don't know Georgia O'Keeffe, I encourage you to go look at some of her work. An amazing, absolutely amazing artist. I cannot love this quote more than I do. Just to think of someone so talented and accomplished with a career that spanned 7 decades who was unafraid to admit that she felt the fear and did it anyway is amazing. So many times we limit ourselves by saying that we are scared to do something. We envision the worst possible scenario and thus talk ourselves out of even trying. We are dead in the water before we even get in the boat. I decided years ago that I was going to be like Georgia. Fear takes a back seat to the possibilities that lie ahead on my journey. Dear angels, sometimes fear stems from our desire to control outcomes. The hardest part of stepping out of our comfort zone, I made a typo there. The hardest part of stepping out of our comfort zone is letting go of what is familiar, those things we know for certain how to control. Dear ones, fear is not your enemy. It is the guidepost signaling that you are about to step into the unknown, into the realm of growth and transformation. Imagine fear as a fog, dense and all-encompassing at times, but remember, fog dissipates with the dawn. Your angels remind you that every moment of fear is also a moment of potential courage. We encourage you to trust in the divine timing of your life. Not every path is meant to be walked in haste or according to your schedule. Sometimes the lesson is in the waiting, in the gathering of strength. You are interconnected in this vast universe. Reach out to loved ones, to spiritual communities, or even to the unseen allies who walk beside you. Love is the antidote to fear. Let it envelop you, strengthen you. Call upon us whenever fear grips you. We are waiting for your invitation. The angels whisper, remember, dear ones, that the path forward is not about eliminating fear, but about moving through it with grace and faith. Each step you take, guided by love and the gentle hands of us, your angels, is a step towards your highest self. Fear is merely a part of the experiences of life, not its entirety. Embrace it as a teacher, not a tyrant. As you continue on your journey, may you feel the gentle wings of angels at your back, pushing you towards the light. May you find the courage within to move, to grow, to become. And may each fear you face be a step closer to the divine love that awaits you at every turn. Angels, today I promise to continue to move forward and embrace the possibilities. You know, there were so many jewels in this message from them last night. I love the whisper. I love what they said here. As you continue your journey, may you feel the gentle wings of angels at your back, pushing you toward the light. Sometimes, have you ever wanted to do something, but you were just scared? And that's a human thing. There's no judgment there. Because I've been there. I've had that feeling in the pit of my stomach like, oh, this is not going to end well. But I know that it's something that I'm supposed to do, that it's in my divine plan to do that. So sometimes we just need that little nudge. Sometimes we need some encouragement. We need somebody to say, you've got this. You can do this. And I've noticed even with animals, you all know I'm with animals throughout our country here in the United States. And I've noticed even with some of them, there's a fear, a reluctance to come forward to see what I am, what I'm all about. And so they sit back and don't take that initial step out of their comfort zone. So sometimes all that's needed is a bit of encouragement. All that's needed is a word of love and warmth and a smile, and things turn around so fast. So I love this message from yesterday. I'm going to see what Kuan Yin has to say about it. And we had our Leo come in. We had Lisa Lynn coming in. Thank you. Good morning. And Brandy said, yes, please. I would love another project. Oh, good. And Marietta, hello, darling. I'm thankful that the Holy Spirit lives within me and radiates immense love light. Ah, it really does. Marietta, you are the most radiant person on this planet, I do believe. And Sally says, fear is your teacher. It's all of our teacher if we just allow it. Anybody else come in? I think I got everybody. Kathleen's here. Say hello to Leo. And hi, Cletus. Good morning to you. And Sally says, spirit guides seem to shove me forward. Yes, sometimes. You know, you're like me, Sally. Sometimes we're just so stubborn. And I argue with my angels. I give them pushback on things when they give me an assignment or they say, you know, Spirit says that this is something that's necessary, so you've been elected to do it. And I just sometimes go into it with, oh my gosh, what are you doing to me, angels? But sometimes they just push me forward because I open my mouth and words come out and I'm going, I didn't say that. So yeah, sometimes they do give a gentle nudge. Sometimes they give you a full-on shove. I'm right there with you, Sally. It happens to me a lot. Sally says, I'm a Capricorn, sign of the goat, and yeah, I am stubborn. Yeah, I admit my stubbornness, but you know what? That stubbornness has got me through some of the worst experience you can imagine, some of the things that I've gone through in this lifetime. And if I hadn't persevered, if I hadn't stood strong and not given up, I wouldn't be here right now. But I did. I listened to spirit. I listened to my body. That's a huge one, you guys. So many times we put the health of our body in somebody else's hands outside of us. And I learned, oh my gosh, decades ago to listen to my body. And if it said to do something, you better believe I'm going to do it. If it said something was not good for me, I will dig my heels in and say, no, 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 not going to go there, not going to do that. So, yeah, stubbornness can get you a long way in life. Kathleen says, this week, Huddle Bear was a little scared to post a video that included something he usually does not include in his videos. It turned out that it was accepted with great responses. There you go. Feel that fear and do it anyway. Thank you, Huddle Bear, for being a great example of that. And Sally says, absolutely. If it wasn't for my stubbornness, I don't think I would have made it out of my 20s for sure. And that I am serious about. Me too, Sally. Yeah, there's just so much in my life that I've had to stand up for myself and advocate for myself. And we all need to start listening more to that intuition, that divine intuition that's inside of us, and go with that, because that's what will get you really far. Scooby doesn't give kisses, he snoop bumps my face. That's quite an image there, Kathy Hand. Brandy's a Gemini and much more stubborn the last couple of years. Good. You know, stubbornness, like anger, can really get you far. Feel the anger and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. But don't live there. Don't live in that anger. Don't live in fear. Live in the love that comes forward. All right. I have the strength of you. Are you doubting your ability to heal or recover? There is nothing that has fundamentally damaged your spirit, your will, or your heart. No matter how broken those parts of you may feel at times, they have only ever been broken to heal stronger. They have not been broken beyond repair, and they never will be. We have a strength inside of us, and we can dig in. We can find that strength. Sometimes it takes a little bit of stubbornness to get there, doesn't it? And Sue, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing about angel appreciation and activation. It's coming up next week. Mark your calendars. We were learning about Haniel last month and working with her energy for the whole month of January. And now we have a new month, a new angel. And this angel, some of you may be very familiar with, it's Archangel Gabriel. So I can't wait to share more about Gabriel, to do an activation to his energy. And thank you, Sue, for sharing about that. And yes, those activations are from the angels. They're not from me. Like I said, I just open my mouth and they put the words there that they want to come out to you. So, all right. How about we open up our book? 333 Angelic Whispers, Divine Wisdom for the Soul. So we're going to do a couple of messages from this before we go into our prayer time this morning. Yes, that was a wonderful message from Kuan Yin. She is our guide. She leads us every day into whatever we need to hear to reinforce what the angels have to say to us. Sally went through a period with Archangel Gabriel. I had to wait it out for a while. It seems like months before Gabriel showed up to deliver messages. Well, Gabriel is so ready to feed us and to give us that attunement to his energy. And I'm so ready because I absolutely love and adore Gabriel. Anytime I do anything, Gabriel, coffee burps. Gabriel is right there with me. He's always the one that opens up the angel messages and gives me usually an image that he wants me to work with as they deliver the message. So Sally's asking for page 24 for the group. All right, we have 3 messages on this page. I think it's the last one. Rather than focusing on a situation's unfairness, we encourage you to look for the lessons and the blessings hidden within adversity. While this may not always provide a clear explanation for why bad things happen to good people, it offers a framework for understanding the interconnected nature of life and the importance of personal responsibility. We encourage you to stop looking at duality and judging things to be good or bad. What a huge message. We judge things, we measure things, we think that one miracle is bigger than another miracle. But we're taught in A Course in Miracles that there is no difference in miracles. It's just as easy to manifest a button or a castle as it is a button. We think that something is so big, so huge, that we can't have it, that we can't manifest that because it's too big of an ask. How many times have you asked somebody for something? Maybe you asked to borrow money, or you ask for their help in doing something, or you ask your parent uh, for something, some special thing that you wanted to do, but you were scared because it just seemed like it was too much, right? We have that thought of something is too much. So if you think that what you're trying to manifest is too big, then that's limiting the miracle. There's no difference in manifesting $1,000,000 than there is in manifesting a penny. And we won't understand that until we fully stop looking at big and small, up and down, left and right and wrong. When we stop the judgment, then we open ourselves up to anything is possible. When we see ourselves as equal with everyone else, no one is more deserving or less deserving of having abundance and prosperity than anybody else. And when we can finally get that message through our thick skulls, our stubborn skulls, then things open up and we do receive the miracles. So thank you, Sally. This is one of the best messages that could have happened, and it was for the group. So thank you. And the worst is when we judge ourselves. We judge ourselves as unworthy. We judge ourselves that we don't deserve it. Somebody else deserves it more. Somebody else can have that miracle because they do better things in the world than I do. This is the insane thinking that we use to limit ourselves and to stop the flow of our abundance. So I encourage you, get into the flow. getting to the energy of I am just as worthy as you are. There's no difference. There's no difference at all in our worthiness and in what we can do and cannot do. It's all the same. Okay, let me go see what else we got going on. Page 33, our Brandy says, so I'll go there. And Sally said, I had an angel telling me that I had to wait it out for a human to come through with an archangel name and they would have a message for me. It was the craziest thing I ever went through, but I went through Michael, Gabriel, Constantine. Okay. Leo, I love the energy of Archangel Gabriel. He came to me as an amazing tour guide to the other realm and comes visit often every time I feel lost and in need of guidance. He is a beautiful messenger. All right, so Brandy, page 33 says, the key to a happy life lies in daily choices. Happiness is found in the small, seemingly insignificant moments. The morning coffee shared with a loved one, the laughter of children, the quiet moments of reflection, and the gratitude for another day. Each day offers you a blank canvas, and you are the artist. We are all artists. You may not see yourself as one, but you are. You create constantly. Your words create, your thoughts create, even your actions are creating the energy surrounding you. Whether you step out of your comfort zone and step up to do something in the world, or you offer a prayer, whatever that action is, you're creating. So know that you are an artist. Claim it, own it. And the last one is page 90. Thank you, Auntie Jean. And let's see what Kathleen has to say. She said, great that you bring that up, Teri. There's no big or small with God. For some reason, we are sure a paper cut will heal, but if there is a diagnosis of a disease, we haven't been taught that God's healing is the same. It's the same, no matter what the issue. Nothing is too big for God. And that's a huge, huge message. Thank you, Kathleen. Absolutely. You will see it when you believe it. You will see it when you believe it. I want you to write that down somewhere, and somebody please put it in the comments, because that is such a huge message for us. If we believe we can be healed, we'll be healed. I have no doubt. If we fully 100% believe, no doubt, no wavering from it, then watch the miracle happen. All right, page 90, number 2. Auntie Jean says, it is imperative to make peace in your own self, your own circle first before you can see it in the world. So often you forget how close you are to peace, how simple it can be to step back into the calmness of your own heart. Take a moment now to breathe deeply. Feel the air as it enters your body, filling you with life. And as it leaves, let it carry away any heaviness or worry that may have settled in. It's so simple, isn't it? It's so simple to just breathe in and feel life happening inside of you. Feel that life, that God given life, and know that God didn't bring us here to suffer. He didn't bring us here to be ill, to be weak, to be abused. No, He brought us here to shine our light and to let others see that light. So if you're new to the morning show, all of these were read from 333 Angelic Whispers, Divine Wisdom for the Soul. It is on Amazon. It's brand new. It's only been out, is it a week now? that it's been out, I think, about a week. And so many of you have already received your copy. You have it in your hands. And not only is it beautiful on the outside, I absolutely am in love with this cover. And thank you to Debbie Sliker for making this cover. But it's so beautiful on the inside with the guidance that it gives us for every day. You will see it when you believe it. Thank you, Deirdre. And Leo wrote it down the first time he heard it. Oh, awesome. All right, so it is prayer time. I've got to be conscientious of the time today because we do have Mira coming on at 9 o'clock, and I want to be out of here before 9. And Kathleen should receive her book today. That's a big yay. I hope that you love it as much as I do, Kathleen. Sally says, every one of them brought messages of judgment. I was set to call the police on Gabriel when he came through. He was not what I expected coming through our doors. Never what I've seen that happen, but it was a biker guy with tattoos everywhere, and it took me a little bit to get close to Helmet. But when I did, I noticed the tattoos on his forehead that were devil horns. I thought for sure we were going to get robbed, and I was ready to call the police, and he couldn't have been a nicer person. He taught me not to be so judgmental and not to take the book by the cover. Oh, that's beautiful. Angels can show up in so many different forms, you guys. Don't limit them. Just don't limit them at all because they're beautiful and they're our guides. And Deirdre, I can't get that prayer up on the big screen because there's a happy birthday there with it, but I'll just read it. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, and prayers for the United States. Thank you for that, Deirdre. And Sally, I know you usually give us a sweet prayer as well. Auntie Jean said, I received my books Tuesday and they're so wonderful. Oh, thank you, Auntie Jean. And I know that it's not perfect, but then I'm not perfect. I'm human. So I've made a few mistakes in the book, and thank you to those who are pointing out those mistakes. And they will be corrected before they're printed in the bigger version, which is Midnight Calls, Sunlight for the Soul. And that one hopefully will be out within a couple of weeks. Still working on the editing and getting the formatting down exactly how it needs to be. Thank you, Brandy. Prayers for all touched by dementia in their lives. Thank you. And thank you, Sally. Prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, the homeless, and for those living in fear of another. And my heart goes out especially to those that are homeless at this time because it is brutally cold still in some places. So lifting them up, lifting up our outdoor animals as well as the indoor animals, but the ones outdoors, I think about them when it turns cold or when it's stormy. I asked yesterday for prayer for someone who was the victim of a shooting, a senseless shooting out in Colorado, and I did some healing for him last night and hoping that he's going to make a complete recovery. So please lift Ben up in your prayers. Who else? I know there's several that we've added lately to our prayer list and they're fresh on our mind. So anybody that's going through something physical, mental, spiritual, or emotional, we lift you up and you're right there in our heart. And I want to add in a dear friend of mine who's going through a lot right now, back pain, that would just love to see that resolved. I did some healing for her as well yesterday. So as I go into the prayer time, I'm holding them in my heart. So whoever you would like to hold in your heart while we go up, 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 as Marietta says, lifting our energy and our frequency upward and outward to the great central sun of the divine source God energy. That's where we take these prayer requests to. And if you want to add any in, then please do that. Just add them into the comments, and we lift your loved ones or you, whatever is needed. So let's just breathe in. Take that breath into your heart. Put a smile on your face. We give gratitude before we even see the evidence of the miracle received. That's why the belief is so important. We'll see it when we believe it. So hold in your heart that your miracle will come through. Hold in your heart any loved one who needs to be lifted up. We lift up all of our P's, every one of you who are listening. And if you're listening, you're a P for peace. It's an honor to be a P for peace. We lift up your families, your loved ones, those who are suffering in any way whatsoever. I'm thinking of dear Catherine Kovacs right now and praying for physical healing, but also for emotional healing surrounding her mom and lifting up your sweet mom. And for our world, for there to be peace, for countries to acknowledge that war is outdated, that it's just inhumane the way we treat each other when there's a conflict. Let's pray that our rulers will find a way to come together in peace, that we can live in harmony on this planet. Praying for emotions to settle down when there's differences, that we can accept each other, even if we don't agree with each other. I lift up any of those right now who are away from family, those in the military, those who are sent off on assignment. I lift up our dear Mother Earth, praying that this planet will receive love down to the core that's going to give her hope. Sometimes we don't think about that. We just take things for granted. We throw trash on the ground or into our waterways. Let's pray for a rejuvenation and a repair of our Earth planet. And we do that through love. So, God, we lift all these prayers, anything that's spoken, anything unspoken that we're holding in our heart, and we bring it forth. We ask for each one to be seen, that the divine will go and look at each situation and answer it for the best and highest good of all. We ask for each person to feel the touch of an angel today. The angels are your messengers, God, and we thank you for them. And I thank you for everyone that's here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for honoring your own heart and your own intuition in listening to be here. You are beautiful. And aren't we all beautiful together? We are making a difference in the world. God, we lift all these prayers up and we thank you. Thank you for seeing them. Thank you to the divine. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirit guides. And thank you, peace. I love you so much. So now, let's show that love. I'm going to play Leo, and we are going to share love and light with each other. The words are thank you, I love you. All right. Seeing if there's any other prayers. Oh, you have a new superhero, Juliet, with Down syndrome and heart issues. We will definitely add Juliet to that prayer list and to our grid. And Lynn, your friend Linda, has a very long cancer journey ahead. I would definitely put her on our prayer list. Thank you, Sue. Prayers for all those working in politics, facing into the culture. May they have resilience and strength. Thank you. And Blue says the show's been very intermittent today. We are in the midst of an ethereal snowstorm, heading out to sit on the front porch in peace, my peas. Well, blessings and thank you. I love you, Blue. And Joanne, continued prayers for the love and light that surround the beautiful Peace on Earth tour. Oh, thank you for that, sweetheart. Yes, please keep lifting up that Peace on Earth tour. All right, I'm going to play Leo while we have time to listen to him. And thank you. I love you. Come on, play.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go.
Come on, come on.
It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it.
Oh, Magi knows what that means. She says it's the end of the show.
We create a portal where we can be together. Our telephone is always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every
Oh, yes.
day.
Thank
Just start
you,
the day on a high vibe,
Sue.
we call the AAA.
Our
Morning
sweet
cup full of
Cherish.
joy with
Thank
all
you
the
for
peace
being
and the
with us
ball.
on
The daily
YouTube.
mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the
In the
pod.
pod,
The daily
that's
mantra is
us.
thank you, I love you, namaste.
That's full of joy. I hope you got your cup filled full of joy today. Are you dancing, Magi? You're so sweet.
Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can slide with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Y'all.
Full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily
Remember the
mantra is
AAA dance?
namaste.
That's joy. Magi, you gonna do the AAA dance? Joy.
There really is no secret. We simply accept
Step
and
allow.
love.
AAA, y'all. And we all say woo, because we gotta get out of here. So thank you, Leo. Thank you for the song. Thank you, Peas. I love you so much. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. I'll see you tomorrow.